Alright, welcome to Sakura Angels. So, where we last left off, we were lost in the forest and somehow Kenta discovered this huge boulder, which led to a cave. So, I'm guessing we're entering the cave, so let's continue reading. I can just about make out the scuffling sounds of the other two crawling along ahead of me. Their presence, the one thing keeping me calm during all of this. My surroundings are dark, cold, slimy to the touch. So far, it hasn't been a very pleasant experience. You know, this wasn't what I had in mind when I pictured myself being a hero, crawling along in a cramped dark tunnel. Somehow I thought things were going to be more dramatic. Saika lets out a giggle as she soldiers on ahead.
大丈夫。ドラマチックなことはちゃんとあるって。今はちょっとドラマチックとは言えないけどね。
Okay.
それにこれはそう悪いことじゃないと思うの。少なくとも彼女のところへ行くまでシャドウと戦わなくて済みそうだし。
Well, I guess.
魅力的とは言えないけどね。体力は温存できるもん。
She brings up a good point. However, but what if there are monsters inside this tunnel? We can't really do much if we're practically blind.
やめてよ。考えないようにしてるんだから。
I hadn't even thought of such a thing.
あ、そうだね。私たちってば無防備かも。
Oh boy.
完全に袋のネズミだね。私は弓を使えないし、光も剣を構えられない。
Oh man.
どんなシャドウならこのトンネルに入れるかな。あ、光を大好きな触手くんなら大丈夫かも。
Oh man. Oh man. It's either tentacles or some shadow bats. I thought it was going to be shadow bats, but no, it's tentacles.
黙りなさい。意地悪。
Oh man. Maybe I should have kept my thoughts to myself? Saika is having way too much fun with this.
それか、もしかすると。何かが触った。
Hikari shrieks, almost bursting my eardrums in the process.
ケンタ、あなたまた。
No, I didn't do it. Me? Of course not. I'm way back over here. What sort of guy do you think I am?
そういうことにしたいのよね。今までもいろいろしてきたものね。
Oh, brother. Those were accidents.
これも事故だと言いたいのね。身動きの取れない女の子を掴んだりして。
Oh man. Come on, I'm nowhere near you. Maybe it's just your imagination? I can just about hear Saika stifle a giggle as we continue to argue.
いいわ。けどあなたじゃなければ誰だっていうの？さやかじゃないわよ。私の前にいるんだから。
きっとまたヌルヌルした触手が挨拶に来たんじゃない？
Big slimy tentacle. Oh boy, more hentai jokes. She says it in an almost sing-song manner. Okay, yeah, I see what's happening now. I'm hoping Hikari will realize soon, too.
そんなわけないじゃん。また触った。冗談はやめ。何？
This bizarre series of events continues for longer than I feel is necessary, until finally I feel I have to speak up, or we might be stuck in this tunnel all day. Okay, come on, Saika, that's enough. You've had your fun. We need to focus, okay?
何？さやか、こんなこと彼女にできるわけ。
Confirming my suspicions, Saika lets out another one of her devious laughs.
はいはい、我慢できなくってついからかいやすいんだもん。
Oh man. Hikari takes in a deep breath. Uh-oh. Oh man, she's gonna be pissed.
殺す。
Oh man. I knew it. She is so pissed.
捕まえられればね。
I hear the pair of them shuffle ahead at an accelerated pace. Sayaka's manic laughter trailing into the distance. I suppose it's good they can keep in such high spirits despite the task that lies ahead of us. I really don't appreciate them just leaving me behind like this, however. I contemplate continuing on at my own pace, sure that I'll catch up to them eventually, but I feel something slimy lap at my hand, forcing me to break into some sort of bizarre sprint crawl. I don't know if there really are things lurking around in this tunnel, but I certainly don't want to stick around to find out. I eventually managed to catch up to them, the pair seeming to have calmed down somewhat. I'm not sure just how long we've been trekking through this tunnel now, but it feels like it's been an eternity. There wasn't even any guarantee that this would lead us to where we wanted to go, and we went with blind faith, going off of my instinct alone. So if this turns out to be a massive waste of time, it's going to have been my fault. And so far we haven't found anything to suggest we're on the right path. I feel despair begin to set in. What if we end up running into a dead end? Or worse, get stuck somehow? What if...
あれ、先に何か見える。
Ooh, what do we got here?
やっとね。
It's about time. Sayaka's cheerful voice snaps me out of the dark, unnecessary thoughts. I guess I really should trust my own instincts a little more sometimes. True to her word, I can begin to see light seep into the tunnel as we inch ever closer to our goal. Just a little more and... Whoa, look at this shit. Finally. I drag myself out into a much larger opening. Sayaka and Hikari already on their feet as they take the time to stretch.
長かった。みんなはどう？
Yeah, I'm holding up fine.
平気よ。誰かさんがいたずらしなければもっと良かったんだけど。平気よ。誰かさんがいたずらしなければもっと良かったんだけど。
Well, that wasn't me.
なんていうか、演出？
I had to like scroll up because there was like the audio screwed up for some odd reason. Bop. Wrong answer. Hikari raps her partner on the head.
バカ。バカ。
Idiot. Finally up off of the ground, I survey my surroundings. It looks like we found our way into some kind of large chamber, and almost instantly my eyes are drawn into it. Right in the center of the cave, glimmering in an unnatural light. A crystal. This is... I don't even need to be told what it is. I already know. It's her. The one behind all this madness. The supposed Dark Queen. Even just looking at the crystal is enough to make my head spin and threaten to tear open. I feel like I'm going to be sick. My mind is set to flame with a raging cry. Her cry. A cry of sheer, burning hatred. There are no words to pick up on, just an incoherent garble of screaming and curses. I said noises. This is it. We finally reached her. I can stop this once and for all. After this is over, I can go back to living my carefree life. She's the last obstacle. I can do this. I murmur to myself and tighten my fists in an effort to still the trembling. It's funny how crazy things have turned out these past few days. To think those headaches would have led to all this. All those weird dreams. I've never dedicated myself to anything before. I've never been one to put anything more than a minimum amount of effort required of me in life. Yet here I am, risking my life and possibly the entire world for something I'm not even entirely sure I can pull off. I don't know what's gotten into me recently. Those girls really are a bad influence on me, making me do such crazy things. I heave in an unsteady breath. I can just about keep myself standing in the face of this pure evil. It's okay. I can do this. I just need to keep telling myself that. I can do this. I can do this. Crap. The doubts are beginning to set in. How can I do this? I'm not a mage. I don't know any magic. I'm not even sure if I remembered what they told me correctly. Someone sets their hand on my shoulder, rousing me from my thoughts.
Kenta?
Yes? It's Sayaka. Her face is brimming with the usual optimism I've come to expect from her, even in the face of evil.
平気平気。私たちならできるって。一緒にね。
A second hand lands on my free shoulder, more awkwardly than the previous.
そうよ。さやかの言う通りだわ。
It's Hikari, of course. Even behind the tinge of red that paints her face, I can see her limitless determination shine through.
恐れることは何もないわ。
Yeah. I nod, their words calming me. You're right. We've come this far. It's just a little bit more and then it's all over. Thanks, guys, for everything. I wouldn't even be standing here today if it weren't for you two. I owe you both, big time.
ふふん、全部終わったらご褒美を話し合わなくちゃね。
What's the appropriate reward? I can't even talk. Yeah, what's the reward? A
ご
reward?
褒美ね。ふふん、ご褒美ね。
Yeah, I wonder what's the reward. Hikari falls silent at the prospect. Suspiciously so.
あれ、ひかりちゃんはどんなご褒美を考えてるのかな。顔が真っ赤だね。
なんでもないなんでもないったら。健太、手伝ってくれてありがとう。私たちは自分の仕事をするだけだから。
His thanks is all she needs? Oh, it's perfect. I know Hikari's still in love with him.
うん、はいはい。
Smooth. She jabs at Hikari's side with a teasing look. It's probably better I don't ask.
さあ、やろっか。
Right then. Let's get to it. Got it. I think I remember everything for this resealing.
大丈夫。もし失敗しても私たちがフォローするから。
Well, that will work. That makes me feel a bit better. But I have to make sure I get it right on the first try. I can't be a burden. Not now. I get the bad feeling that Yuzuki is gonna pop out of nowhere. We carefully make our way to the center of the cave where my worst nightmares lie. The cave seems empty. I think it's too good to be true, however. There's no way it could be this easy. Step after step we edge closer. Sayaka and Hikari keep to my side, weapons at the ready. Who knows what could be lurking behind the rocks in this place? We've pretty much stumbled right into their lair. I'm surprised these shadow things aren't completely swarming us.
あなたたちは思っていた以上におまぬけね。
I knew it! I knew this wouldn't be so easy. A familiar voice floats in. Of course. Why wouldn't she be here? Yuzuki! Oh boy. In a flurry of feathers, black as the night, she appears beside the crystal, beside her mistress. She clutches her scythe in an overwhelmingly hostile stance and gives us a violent scowl. It seems even she realizes the severity of this situation.
あれほど追い詰められていながらのこのこ来るとは。よほど死にたいのね。
To so willingly offer yourself up and after I spent all those nights hunting you down. You really do have a death wish. No, I don't. Just want to save the world and end the game.
いいでしょう。痛みを感じる間もなく殺してあげる。
Painless end? Nah.
それはあなたでしょ。あなただって恐ろしいはずだわ。ここがあなたの終わり。あなたにどんなメリットがあるのか知らないけど、妄想は終わりよ。
Yuzuki grits her teeth, a bead of sweat creeping across her brow. So she really is scared?
黙れ。お前に何がわかるものか。私には必要なのよ。
Yuzuki, things don't have to end this way. I know you won't believe me, but I really do understand what you're going through. The pain you feel. Maybe we can...
うるさい。
The entire cavern quakes under her rage. Debris rains down from above. This is getting dangerous.
お前の助けも同情もいらない。自分で解決するからね。お前を切り裂き、その血で魔法を解くだけだ。
Crack me open like a fire hydrant and let the blood work its magic so I could spray like a fire hydrant. Yeah, well... I can't take that seriously, a fire hydrant. Well, yeah, we'll see about that. My face grows pale as a maddening laugh escapes her lips. How can she say something so twisted? I really did try, but maybe her sanity is too far gone. Yeah, and her soul is just fully darkened. I can't give up so easily. One more try. Maybe I'll get through to her? I know you're not a bad person, Yuzuki. Just lonely, right?
寂しくなんかない。これさえ終わればもうね。
ケンタ、彼女を助けたいって気持ちはわかるけど、彼女を見て。
Sayaka looks solemnly towards the Dark Angel. She's right. I give Yuzuki a proper look over for the first time since we arrived here. Her face is crooked, her expression unhinged. Every once in a while, her head gives off a twitch as she clenches the scythe tightly. She seems even worse than she did before. Maybe the darkness has fully eaten away at her? Does the old Yuzuki even exist? I have to admit it. We can't save her. I let out a heavy sigh. Okay, you guys do what you have to do. Sayaka and Hikari nod. They understand that this is going to be a fight with consequences. There's no running away. Each side has too much at stake now.
あなたたちは私を見くびっている。前回は逃げ帰ってしまったから。だけど。
Yuzuki grunts and a dark aura begins to set in around her. This is new.
ここは私のテリトリー。彼女と直接つながることができる。私の中に彼女を感じるわ。私は負けない。彼女がいる限りね。
She lets out another crazed laugh as the cavern gives a violent rumble. I don't think this is all talk. Sayaka and Hikari might really have their work cut out here.
さあ、死ね。
Now then, die. Yuzuki closes the distance between us in the blink of an eye and heaves her scythe up high. I can't tell if she's aiming for me specifically or hoping to catch us all in a single crushing blow.
おひゃ
Sayaka tugs at my arm and pulls me away, with Hikari jumping to the opposite side. The ground where I was standing just moments ago is shattered, only a crater and the smoldering of dark magic remaining in the wake of her scythe. Unreal. If Sayaka hadn't reacted in time, I shudder to think. Yuzuki sets her sights on me again, lifting the deadly scythe up for another attack. I wonder if the other girls are even registering it in her crazed eyes right now. I must be the top priority. If she gets me, she wins. She attempts to kick off of the ground, but Hikari bursts from the side and catches her off guard, locking blades with her.
そうはさせないわ。彼が欲しいなら私を倒してからにしなさい。たわいもない。
No, that can be arranged. The pair grit teeth as they pushed against one another, the magic practically crackling around them in a fierce storm. Yuzuki must be stronger than ever right now, yet Hikari seems to be able to stand her ground, her feet sinking slightly into the ground as the pressure pushes against her. She must be pushing well past her limits to even be able to stand a chance against this monster. I can already see the strain it must be putting on her body as sweat takes over her face.
彼女を抑えてる間に終わらせて。
She hisses through gritted teeth, her feet beginning to slip.
光！ダメだよ、そんな。やって！
Her voice booms and the magic around her violently crackles. I've never seen her like this before.
ただ見てるだけのつもり。もうちょっとしか抑えてられない。早く。
I give her a worried look, but Sayaka tugs at my arm once more and urges me towards the crystal.
光の言う通りだね。彼女が強いし、大丈夫。
Even Sayaka doesn't sound so sure of that herself. I just have to trust in Hikari and end this before she slips up. I nod and we hurry ever closer to the center of all this chaos. I can still hear the clash of magic behind me, along with pained cries. I can't look back now though. She'll be fine. We're almost there. Just a few more steps closer and...
嘘でしょ。
What?
嘘でしょ。
What do you mean? Sayaka preps her bow and shoots a sharp look towards the rocks scattered around in the distance. Huh? What do you mean? Harsh, guttural growls fill the air, and several of those demonic, almost dog-looking shadows I've encountered before make their presence known. And several more. They circle us and block off the crystal completely. Great.
こんなの全然平気よ。
We end up back to back and we face off against the ever-enclosing circle of shadows. Their fangs are bared, and there's nothing but hate for us in those burning eyes of theirs. I should have known things weren't going to be this easy. Of course, she wasn't going to just rely on Yuzuki to defend her. Any, ideas?
ケンタに聞こうと思ってたとこ。
I think we know we're done for when we have to rely on me for ideas. Please tell me you're joking. The monsters close in. Excuse me. They're acting like an intelligent pack of sorts, ensuring there's no escape for their prey.
あ、そうだ。どうしてもっと早く気がつかなかったんだろう。
There's a glimmering light as Sayaka's bow fades out of view, and I feel something begin to form on her back. Ah, the wings! Of course. We can just fly out of this. As much as I hate flying, I'm willing to make an exception this one time.
ケンタ、捕まって。
It's for the best. I take a solid grip of both Sayaka's hands and she kicks off at the ground, right as the shadows around us decide to make their move. It's a close call. I just about feel the snarling heat from one of the savage beast's growls as we lift into what little vertical space we have in the cave.
楽勝。次は闇の女王ね。
We sail through the air, our goal in sight. Okay, I think we might actually make it this time. Sayaka lets out a pained gasp, and our momentum grinds to a halt. Her grip loosens considerably on one of my hands. Sayaka,
あー、ちょっとまずいかも。飛ぶ前に片方引っかかれてたみたい。
she forces out an awkward laugh as we begin to wobble in the air, her grip on my other hand also slipping.
いつまで飛んでられるかな。わからないかも。
I throw a glance down to see the snapping pack of savage monsters almost right at our heels. Things are looking bleak. Sayaka debates something as we sink ever lower to our demise. No, we were so close.
ケンタ、あなたならできる。ケンタ、あなたならできる。あなたの手助けはできなくなっちゃうけど、信じてる。
So, aside of Sayaka a little bit wounded. Alright, let's see if he can just drop down the crystal and seal that. Her voice is pained, weak. That little nick must hurt more than she's letting on. Sayaka? What are you saying?
あなたならできるって。
What? A burst of energy detonates at my back almost like a gust of wind. It splits me from Sayaka's hold and sends me hurtling towards the crystal where she lies. Sayaka must have known she wouldn't be able to carry me here, so she boosted me across with magic? But then what happened to her? Oof! I land with a gentle thud at the foot of the crystal. It seems her magic was even set to cushion my fall. Sayaka. I throw a glance over my shoulder. She isn't in the air anymore. And right below her was... No! I refuse to believe it. She'll be fine. I just need to end this. Now. I turn back to face the crystal with more determination than ever. They're both out there risking their lives for me. I can't let them down. I stare down the crystal and try my best to ignore the headache that thumps like a jackhammer. Naturally, it's the most intense it's ever been, but I can't let the pain get to me. This is nothing. I can just about make out a human life form embedded within the crystal, though I can't make out any discerning features. You. This is all your fault. Because of you. Saika and Hikari are hurt. It's unforgivable. I hold up my right hand and pull back my sleeve. Drawn on the back of my hand is a supposedly mystic symbol, something that Saika and Hikari had scribbled on the night previous. They said this should help in drawing out any power that might lie dormant in me, if I'm inexperienced enough to not be in full control of it myself. It's sort of like a siphon that can bring up magic with ease. I give the hand a flex and the symbol glows. Okay, so far so good. Now I steady my nerves. I'm not sure what's going to happen when I do this, but I have to be prepared. I can't stand around and hesitate forever though, not with everything going on around me. Saika, Hikari, I can do this. I thrust my hand out and make contact with the crystal. There's an immediate response as a violent current jolts through me. That's fine though. It was to be expected. No problem. It hurts, but I felt worse. Is this the best you've got? I press my hand in deeper into the crystal's surface. The pain gradually grows stronger and a terrified shriek floods my ears. And it's not from any of the girls in the cavern. It's from her. She knows what's about to happen. Well, she can cry all she wants, but it's not going to change a damn thing. There's my laundry dryer going off. Amidst all this chaos, I need to clear my mind. You know what? Oh man. I don't want to do this, but I'll have to end it here for now. So, next part, we'll see what happens after that. So, hope you guys enjoy this. Please rate, comment, and subscribe for more. And we'll see you guys later. Have a good one.